What's up, agents? We're back again with another Division 2 build video, and today we are showcasing the Ravenous. Now, if you're like me, I've never done a raid, so this weapon has always eluded me, but thankfully now we're in year 8, and you can actually pick this one up by doing Black Tusk Retaliations, which is how I got mine. So now that I've finally gotten my hands on one, I figured why not make a build for it. But first, to start off, we're going to go over to our specializations. And we're going to make sure that we're picking the Gunner class. We're going to be picking Gunner for a couple of reasons. One, to help with ammo economy. 2, for rate of fire. And 3, Banshee Pulse. Because Banshee Pulse is just awesome. But you also want to make sure that you are spec'd into Rifle for that 50% damage. And with that, let's talk about the build. Now, we are using Umbra Initiative. Umbra Initiative gives us 15% crit hit chance, 30% reload speed, and while in cover, we're going to be building stacks for crit damage and RPM, rounds per minute, as well as stacks for out of cover for armor regen, which means it's going to be great for both offensive and defensive. With Umbra Initiative, we're going to be making sure we rock the chest piece because we want to make sure we have the talent from the shadows, increases our stacks from 50 to 100, which means more crit damage, more RPMs. Along with Umbra, you'll notice that we're rocking the Ninjabike backpack, which allows us to get an additional set bonus for our brands and gear sets, which means we only need to be wearing 3 Umbra pieces. And the reason why we want this is because we want to be rocking 3 pieces of the Z brand set, which means we're getting 15% magazine size, 20% rifle damage, and 30% handling. The handling is key here. That's why you'll also notice that we are wearing the Eagle Grasp named item. That additional weapon handling is great. And it's just pretty much needed if you're rocking this with Umbra, which I like because I like to be able to shoot this weapon fast to build stacks. But speaking of stacks, let's talk about the weapon. Now again, Umbra is helping us out here because when fired from the right shoulder, you get offensive primers, left shoulder defense primers. You want to be building these stacks to detonate. Mostly the offensive primers detonates a big bomb. So when detonated, each offensive primer deals 100% weapon damage, while each defensive primer grants 4% armor and 10% amplified damage to armor plates for 5 seconds, which is good for when you're dealing with dogs and heavies. And you'll see primer effectiveness is doubled at 10 stacks. So we want to get to 10 stacks as fast as possible. So again, that's why we're running Umbra, to increase our RPM and get to those stacks as fast as possible. You'll also notice that on our attributes, we're rocking crit chance, crit damage on all of our pieces. This one has a little bit more weapon handling, but if you want, you can change that to crit damage. I decided to keep it, and you'll see Eagle's Grasp also has crit chance. For the secondary and sidearm, whatever you want. Quick Step is pretty much best in slot right now. And for the skills, I'm rocking Reviver Hive because it's a DPS build, and the Banshee Pulse. You'll also see that I have 2 armor cores rolled on my Umbra pieces. Again, this is not necessary. This is just something that I like to do for a little bit more sustainability. I also want you to keep in mind that this is not a meta build. This is great for when you're just running heroic missions or doing countdown, doing like the basic content, just running around having fun, but don't expect to be melting bosses with this gun. And with that, let's go to the practice range so we can see it in action. So we're here in the practice range. You'll see that my Umbra stacks are building because I'm in cover. When not in cover, my defensive stacks build. And of course, when we're back in cover, we get healed. But the important part is our damage. Now I'm going to show you real quick just what this will look like if you're not rocking that 30% extra handling and at max stats. And as you can see, our stability is just all over the place and it is damn near impossible to hit our target. So that is why we're doing 3 stacks of the Z set, making sure we get that 30% weapon handling. But as far as gameplay rotation, you want to get to max stacks on your Umbra. And now you'll see this icon on our target. The bar is full, and when the bar is full, you swap shoulders. Then you do that tasty explosion damage. Now, if you want armor, on the other hand, you will start on your left shoulder, build your stacks, wait till it gets full, and switch. And now we got a whole bunch of bonus armor for survivability, which is amazing. And basically, that's just a rotation. Pull the stacks, swap. Pull the stack, swap. And you just go back and forth, back and forth. On the elite enemies, you can just focus on building your red stacks, especially if you haven't taken any damage, and just completely melt. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you are taking cover again to build your stacks back up. And then what I like to do is for red enemies, I'll just stay on my left shoulder since they go down so quick, and just build bonus armor on them. And then for purple and yellows, do red to make sure we're blasting through their armor. And again, you want to wait till the stacks are full so you get that double damage. And yeah, that's my Ravenous build. I really like this gun. Like I said, the gun really isn't meta, unfortunately. Like, you're not going to be doing crazy DPS with this weapon. But if you just find it interesting, like I like mechanically interesting guns myself, you're in for a good time with this one. As far as other gear sets, like I've tried gear sets like Striker, I've tried gear sets like Concentrated Company, and the rifle gear set, the name escapes me right now. But Umbra just felt more in line of being able to build those primer stacks and detonate as fast as possible compared to the others. And again, having that weapon handling is what's going to allow you to actually hit your target, because you saw before my stability, the aim was all over the place. And yeah, if you like the build, please let me know in the comments below. With all my builds, definitely tweak it for what works best for you. You know, no build is a set thing. You should treat every build you see out there as a template for what works for you. Every player is different, and we all deserve to have fun in our own way. And that's all, my friends. If you want, stick around. I'm going to do some heroic gameplay to give you an idea of the build in action. But if not, I'll catch you next time. Okay, we're here at bank headquarters, and we're just gonna give this Ravenous build a go.
Access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena stole from Air Force One. Our hyena insider says whoever's posted it in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
I'm just gonna pulse while my stacks build rather. Just melt them. And again, I can't iterate enough of how important it is to have that weapon handling, or else I would have never been able to hit those guys from a distance. Yeah, I think Umbra is probably my second favorite gear set, just for the fact that you get that extra damage, you get the survivability with getting your armor regen, and it's just fun to use. Like, I don't have to worry about using armor kits or being too squishy. That's why I have the two blue cores. I like that extra armor. Just destroy his shield. Do you understand, Chance? And look how much bonus armor we got.
Looks like that key card is the one we were looking for.
Hostile radio intercepted.
It's the fucking division. Roach wants everyone back at headquarters.
Taking a little too much damage. There we go. Let's get some armor back. Yeah, for big guys like that, you want to try to get your defensive stacks as well, as you get that damage to armor plates. It really helps. Let's top up on some ammo.
The vault's just up ahead.
If we were doing Black Tusk, you would also see that the explosion damage on the Ravenous does great against dogs as well. So definitely a good choice.
Authentication successful. Access granted.
Yeah, I just really like this gun too. It's just mechanically, like game mechanically interesting. You know, it's a little bit more than just pointing and shooting. It's like you got to think about like which shoulder you're doing, what's best in the moment. Are you gonna go for that explosion, or are you gonna go for that bonus armor? Should think a little bit more in engagements.
Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with a bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
Beginning search query.
Just completely melt that heavy. And it helps too with the heavies that you're getting that bonus armor back when other people are shooting at you. And that guy's a red, so we could just stay on blue. And two, just get some bonus armor. It doesn't last that long, but when there's multiple enemies, it's pretty good. Because you don't really need to set off the explosion to kill them. Yeah, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I just cannot stress enough how important the weapon handling is for this build. Because if you've seen my other Umbra build with the Diamondback, you know I like to rock the Umbra backpack as well for extra healing. But you really need that Ninjabike pack. Come on. There we go. Anybody else?
Search query finished. Subject located.
It's President Ellis. Call the helicopter on standby to extract him.
Hull lockdown procedure initiated.
That doesn't sound good. Isaac, do you have a way out of the vault?
Searching for a way out of the vault. Zero matches.
Just picking up these
It's a shit
materials.
wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the
While
west
recording
wall,
this
there's
is
a Venus stone
proficiency
running
week.
alongside your position. It's a long shot.
And
but
I'm not
only
level
got-
30 expertise yet, so making sure to grind that right now.
Isaac, plot a path to the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient route.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
Okay, relax.
Give him an earpiece and get him on comms.
Let's go, Ellis. You're holding up my video.
Heads up, we're inbound to your location. Coming in over the HU. Keep your heads down. We're gonna make a hole.
Oh, that's not the guy. Let my health get a little too low there. Let's get rid of that turret.
We see you. Clear to attach. Go, go, go!
Hostile radio intercepted.
Well, that's a load of shit. Kill every last one of those fuckers. I want them dead. Roach, our gear supply will dry the fuck up if word gets back to the rest of the council that we lost the president. We'll get him, ma'am. Fuckers aren't going anywhere but down.
Oh. Can't see. Let's get my stacks back. I don't need to see now. Let's get rid of those snipers. Oh yeah. Oh, easy. Alright, and there you have it. That is the Ravenous build. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like it, if you want to tweak it, if you have any questions, I try to respond to every comment that I see. And if you've lasted this long, thank you so much for watching the video, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.